Rock and roll may live forever, but we only retire once. Kevin Lamour of Our Financial Plans and Quadris Investment Services offers a large range of financial solutions from some of the biggest leaders in the investment and insurance landscape of Canada. See how a solid financial plan built with friendly and professional advice can help. Find out more at ourfinancialplans.ca or give them a call at 705-949-1316. Folks, and welcome to another episode of the Lonesome Cowboy Podcast. Brian Tremblay here, back with you again. And my guests today and for this week and for all time, they'll be here for any time you want to watch them, will be Jacob and Ben Matt from the band The Family Name. How are you, gentlemen? How you doing?
Great. Yeah. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. So we ran into each other at Folk Canada and caught each other a little bit here and there. That was quite the time, though, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Yeah,
that was our first one.
Yeah, first.
Was
time.
it? Yeah, that's our second. We went to the one in Mississauga, and then we volunteered for this one, and then I got all kinds of stuff. I ended up being a facilitator and the whole deal. But we had a blast, and those showcases on those hotel room floors were just awesome.
Oh, it was wild.
Yeah, it drove me. It was great. So let's find out how. Now you guys are young, I guess, compared to me. So how'd you get started? I mean, two brothers and they make music. So I guess my question is, age-wise, I'm sure you're similar.
Yes.
Not too far off. So here'd be the better question. How you got started, but did one of you get started in music first and then someone else came in?
Yes, actually, Ben did get started in music first.
Okay.
Long before me, kind of. I don't know if you want to tell about your previous band, but.
Well, if we want to go all the way back, I think we started around the same time. You picked up a drum kit in high school, and I picked up a bass.
Oh, yeah, cool. Rhythm section.
Yeah, we did a few covers together, but then didn't really keep going with that.
Yeah, I kind of went more in the sports direction for a while. I was pursuing a career in soccer for a while.
No kidding. Good for you.
Yeah. And it didn't work out in the end, but it's all good.
Music second.
Yeah, and then Ben was in a band for a long time after that. So.
Yeah, I kept playing bass, through high school into post-secondary. Yeah. And in there, I kind of formed up with a band, and we were kind of like a power trio, some hard rock, a little bit of prog rock in there. I had the whole pedal kitted out, everything, big pedal board, all kinds of stuff. We did all kinds of wacky sounds. So very different from what we're doing now.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
But Jacob, we're only 18 months apart in age.
Okay, cool.
Jacob was also in college at the time, and our other youngest brother also was.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there are four of us.
There's four in total. Yeah.
Oh, four boys?
Yeah. But three of us were in Ottawa for school at the same time, for university and college. So we had a pretty big crew that would come out to those shows, and they got pretty rowdy.
Yeah,
it was a fun experience. And that band lasted about 5 or 6 years, I think, for me, before it just went the way a lot of these things do. Lives start to diverge. People get different priorities. Somebody wants to leave town. So we just kind of called it quits as friends. And after that, I think was when Jacob bought his first guitar and decided to start learning, right?
Yeah, cool. Just kind of started learning through like YouTube videos and stuff. And I guess you picked up the mandolin at the same time-ish. And then we were like, well, we should kind of just start jamming together. And yeah, I guess we really started going at it harder, I guess, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
There wasn't like too much to do. So we spent a lot of our time just sending each other like recordings of what we were doing and turn those into songs. We actually started writing lyrics with a friend of ours, Pat. We would turn some of his poetry into lyrics and then make the songs around that. And yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. And when everything opened back up again, we just thought, well, let's start let's start playing these songs in front of people. And that's
Yeah,
kind of
that's cool. So now you never, Jacob, you never were in any bands prior to that. Ben, you're the only one that went with other bands prior to that, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
Neither of us had written lyrics or sang on stage
Yeah.
before. So this was kind of like, I guess, kind of compared to a lot of other musicians, comparison being the thief of joy, of course. But if you were to briefly compare to other musicians, we kind of were pretty late to the game, I'd say, on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not to, maybe I shouldn't spoil our age, but to start, we started both in our 30s, I guess. We were
Pretty much, yeah.
both 30.
Sorry, guys, you don't even look 30.
Thanks. Kind of you to say.
I'm looking at you going, yeah, I could be their father.
Thanks, Brian. We should have kept it.
No, seriously. Yeah, really. No kidding.
So that
for
was
you.
first time either of us got up and sang a song on stage.
So now hang on a second. Now, Ben, had you played in public with your bands before?
Yeah, we did a
Okay.
fair amount of gigging in Ottawa and surrounding area.
Sure.
But I was on bass, right?
Oh, okay. So you were just you can lay back in the background if you want to.
doing my
Right?
riffing.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot of. I was pretty active on stage.
That's good.
But I was not singing behind.
There you
the
go. So, Jacob, your first time performing in public was with your brother then?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, now you have to tell me, when was that first time? How'd it go? What'd you play?
Yeah.
We started going to the Bowie's open mics in Smiths Falls.
Okay.
There's an open mic every Thursday night, and we set ourselves a challenge to just start going and get that stage fright out of the way. And
Good for you.
It was a New Year's resolution, right? To go every week for a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, how was that your first time? How would you describe it?
It was horrible because I get really nervous. Like, it's still to this day, but not as bad, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Right. So was it an open mic where there was a backing band and then you got up and they backed you up kind of thing? Or it was just an open mic and bring whatever you got to bring, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Cool.
The music community in Smiths Falls is like really cool and supportive. So it was
That's interesting because I was going to ask you that. What's the Smiths Falls music scene like?
yeah, it's from what I understand, relatively new. Because Bowie's hasn't been around for that long.
2019.
Oh, really, eh? That's cool.
Yeah, right before the pandemic.
And they're kind of like the hub now, I would say, in Smiths Falls for live music.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good mix. There's like more than just folk. There's all kinds of stuff at these open mics. And
That's awesome.
Cable Woods is from Smiths Falls. The Barrel Boys are from Smiths Falls. So
Yeah, the Barrel Boys. I just ran into the dobro player, but he's
Kyle, yeah.
Kyle. Yeah, Kyle was up here playing with Zachary Lucky.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I was chatting with him, and he mentioned you guys, as a matter of fact. Yeah. That he's playing on one of your songs, or something. I can't remember.
He's actually I've started taking guitar lessons from him.
That's what it was. He said you were his guitar teacher. I went, oh, cool.
I had never taken lessons and kind of plateaued. And
Yeah.
Kyle's a great player. So
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Hell of a dobro player. That's an instrument I tried, but it mystifies me to this day.
Yeah.
Even so, it still has 6 strings. That's all, but it still mystifies me. I saw a part of the video. Oh yeah. First, I want to ask you about your single, "The Sweet Sounds of a Hound Dog." So, of all the dogs I see in the video, I don't know if any of them are if they're all friends and families' dogs, or if any of them are your dogs. So, tell me about how that music video came out, because it's kind of fun.
It's all of the above. It's
really?
Dogs, friends, family, and we actually got like fans and friends to like submit their videos
Nice.
for the music video. So
We used as many as we could.
yeah.
Okay, now there's a clip where it's kind of low, but the dog is in the foreground, and I see 2 people standing together playing and singing. Is that you guys?
Yeah.
That is my and my wife's old dog, Carl, rest in peace. He passed
Oh,
away last January, and
oh,
he was the unofficial third member of the band.
Yeah.
nice.
It was amazing. He would just join in and
I
start
saw that.
howling in
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He'd do it nice and soft, not to overpower the rest of the band. He'd join in right at the right time.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah.
Carl, is that his name? Carl?
Yep.
Carl. Yeah, I saw him howling. I went, "Oh my God, I have to ask about that dog."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was fun.
that is an outstanding way to do it.
Yeah.
That you did that like that,
So
and
they,
that's relatively new, that single, right? Right?
yeah. So that came out what, this summer?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's about mostly my dog Patty, how she's like super annoying because she cries all the time, but I love her anyway. And
Of course.
yeah, just a fun idea we had. So
That's cool. That's kind of very cool. I caught some clips of you guys playing live and stuff like that, and there was one particular song, and I didn't listen long enough. Distractions going on, but you guys, your audiences are giggling in a couple of your videos. You insert some humor here and there. I don't know what that song was that you were singing that I saw the video of, but everybody would start busting out laughing every once in a while.
Well, I mean, we do when we do covers,
Mm.
out this way as part of Ontario. You want to get gigs, you often have to do some 3 hour bar gigs. So we do have a 3 hour set, and in there we got a few sillier ones for fun. We're big fans of Flight of the Conchords,
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
a New Zealand comedy folk duo. So we do one
Yes.
of their songs, but I think the humor is still pretty important overall. Like we really like the Milk Carton Kids was kind of what got us into the folk duo world and the harmonies, and what
Nice.
drew our attention to this kind of style of music. And from there, kept learning more. Obviously, grew up with Simon and Garfunkel and the
Yeah.
Everly Brothers as well, and
Yeah.
kind of followed those connections into all of their influences, like the Smothers Brothers.
and they're all about like making people laugh in between songs.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
And we kind of like that approach, and we kind of try to emulate that a bit.
Yeah, we still write. We like the sad songs. We like the sad, heavy songs. We write a lot of those. But it's nice to kind of have that, breather in between, just to keep it,
Yeah.
a little easier for the audience to follow along with. And we also just want to make sure that it's not just sing, talk, sing, talk, sing, talk. We try to make sure we get our scripted banter in there. We get a few jokes in, and
But
we keep the thing
sometimes
going.
Ben sets a trap for me on stage where he's prepared a bit without telling me, and he sets me up and makes me look like a fool all the time. So
Well,
Gets the morning.
that's what older brothers do, That's,
Exactly.
yeah,
He gets
that's-
warning. He knows where it's going to be. It's on the set list. I just
Yeah.
don't tell him what it is.
It's a question mark, so you'll got to be ready. So tell me about the name, guys, the family name. So, and I said, well, I tried to just do my own kind of thinking about it, and I went, nope, I can't place it. So go for it.
well,
How did that come about? Let's put it
Names
that
are
way.
hard.
yeah,
Names
so,
are hard. You're right.
We were going back and forth on it for a long time.
yeah,
A lot of the music we listen to, there's a lot of family bands, right?
Yeah,
It's a common name.
Canadians too. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all fairly straightforward. So following the format, we would have been the Matt Brothers, but we thought that was a little
generic maybe.
yeah. We wanted to make it more interesting. So
And
Gotcha.
and this kind of like one thought behind it was like when people ask like what's your band name, you say the family name, and then they're like, yeah, but what is it?
No,
Yeah,
that's
And
it.
like the family name. So it was just kind of funny to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's that sense of humor. I like it.
yeah.
I could never be in a brother with my band, but
No,
no, different dynamic, I guess. Brains are differently. Has it ever been a difficult thing? I mean, bands do break up. I mean, I'd hate to see two brothers getting having musical differences.
Well, we do hate each other a lot,
Good,
but
good. I'm glad that's out there.
When you enter with that understanding,
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think we have a pretty good understanding of, like, you know, we both have the same goals and work ethic, so it's pretty easy, I think, and we're pretty open with each other. If things were to ever like go a certain direction, we could just tell each other, and it would be no big deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we're neighbors as well, so it would be pretty inconvenient
Yeah.
if the band
Really?
Yeah,
burned
so
down like that.
yeah, if the band had a big breakup, yeah, that would be not so good. We'd have enemy neighbors too. So.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like
Yeah.
a mutually assured destruction kind of a situation.
It's the mad principle. We can't push the button because it'll
Exactly.
take out the neighborhood.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta love it. There's a blurb on your Facebook, and it says, "Harmonies tight as their sibling bond." That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Presumably, you
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
we're
true, and that's why I say.
harmonies, so we're not that tight brothers either.
Okay, well then there you go. See, then I was going to say, well, give me an example of how tight your bond is. There you go. Prove it.
But we are neighbors. I think that's a good example.
Yeah, that's a good example. I think that's about says it all right there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding. Like literally, like, but I mean, like what, next block or like next door?
No, like we share like our backyards touch.
Okay, then.
We have a trail through the woods to each other's property.
I gotta love it.
Yeah.
So now, and of course, not everybody's stupid like me and just jumps in and says, I'm going to do music full time. So you guys you obviously have houses and things
Yeah.
to take care of. So you have day jobs, I guess.
Yes.
We do.
We kind of did things backwards. We got careers and then pursued music. So
Okay. Now let me ask you this: are they careers in a creative industry, or is it just pretty, simple jobs?
yes,
And I don't mean that negatively in any way.
no. For me, yes, I'm a graphic designer.
Oh, there you go. Bingo.
Yeah, and I work from home. It's a really nice situation I've got, actually. So I get to be creative all day, pretty much.
Are you freelance or do you have a
No, I
company
work
you
for a company, full
Cool.
time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And what's yours, Ben?
I've been working in the creative field of data analytics,
Oh, yes. So creative.
which I mean can get pretty creative depending on how you approach it. But I work in the cannabis industry, the legal cannabis industry.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good for you. And obviously you're analyzing data when it comes to sales growth or chemistry.
Retail sales. I work for the provincial government, actually.
Oh, really? Good for you. Excellent.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, thank you. Every time I'll think about Ben every time I make my purchase. Thank you very much. Yeah. That's what somebody said way back when it got legal. They said, "So it's legal. What did you do?" I said, "I went and ordered myself some weed. That's what I did."
What else?
Yeah, really. So how'd the Folk Canada conference go for you guys? I can't remember now. You were in the Ready program too.
We were. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you guys up there for that. And did you guys did you have a private showcase?
We did.
Yeah,
With the
cool.
program.
Yeah.
We actually originally held back. It was our first time, so we didn't know what this whole thing was going to look like.
Sure.
So we didn't apply to do it. And then the Ready program came up a bit later.
Yeah.
And we thought, that sounds like it would be a great intro to the conference. So with that application, they asked at the end, do you want to have a private showcase through the Ready program? So we did that. And it was a really cool experience.
Really worthwhile.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I got that. They got that going. I chatted with Folk Canada and Roz and stuff like that, and that's when they said they were going to have something like that, and I said, "Oh, awesome!" And that because I was always bugging them, right?
Oh yeah,
18. Oh yeah, 18 to 25. Are you implying that if you're over 25, you don't have talent? And that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah,
I'd always be poking them online, eh? Not fair. Blah blah blah. He'd make a little comment like that, and then now we get going.
Message also just asking if it was something that was ever on the radar because love to get that in kind of intro, but obviously, like we said, we started a little later the game and we didn't make the age cutoff. So we were kind of curious if there was a way to do it. And when they brought it around,
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad
yeah.
that worked out for you guys. And your showcase room was fun.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
We met a lot of great people in the program.
Yeah, we knew a few people in our room already too, so
that's
it was
cool.
good. Yeah.
I videotaped walking down the hallway, looking in each room.
Same.
Videotaped. Listen to me. And because it reminded me of that scene from Almost Famous,
Yeah.
where they're in the hotel room there in LA, and they look at all the the playing going on and the parties, and I went, this is exactly that.
It was kind of wild walking by and just like seeing like artists and listen to just performing in a random room. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. I'm awful with names. Oh, Lenny Gallant. That's who it was. I mean, walking by and then there he is having a show. Like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it just, kind of cool. And yeah, because Lynn Miles's room was across from me. That was really awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this EP that you have, live from home.
Yeah.
Can I safely say live from home because you recorded it at home?
Sure did.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I was waiting to turn it on. I'm waiting for audiences cheering and stuff.
Nope, just the living room.
Okay.
So I have a small home studio, modest,
Sure. Yeah.
describe it as, but with some pretty solid equipment.
Good.
And back when I was in the other band, I did some audio production courses. I did a part-time certificate just to really make sure I had a foundation and knew what I was doing. So it's something that I'm intermediately knowledgeable about, you might say.
Mhm.
And we decided we wanted to try to get stuff recorded as early as possible. We wanted to see how much we could do ourselves, really make sure we started on a DIY path, because, we want to eventually, one day, it would be great if we could learn to make this self-sustaining, right? So we decided to fund it all with our gig income, what we could, and we recorded live off the floor at home.
Nice.
So this is the other piece that was important to us with the process was we really admire acts like the Milk Carton Kids, people who sound exactly like the record live and are very rehearsed. So we really made a point to rehearse the heck out of our 6 songs so that we could do it live off the floor. So everything on that EP is a single take.
Nice.
We recorded with a shared condenser mic setup. And yeah, very minimal post-production on it.
I love it, actually. I really do, because for lack of an only better way to tell it is renting a studio and recording for me is not in the budget.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I had, got a DAW, still GarageBand, but then it's like somebody told me the only thing that those programs do is one's got a few more buttons than the other ones, but as long as you got good quality instruments that you're putting into it and microphones. So I made the investment to a decent microphone and a couple of small pencil condensers, that kind of stuff. And I said, okay, I guess I can record.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really cool how affordable it is to do it yourself.
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah. And if you're doing our kind of stuff, it doesn't take a lot, right? That's the
Exactly.
beauty part of it. Yeah. And yeah, like you said, eventually one day we can maybe have the luxury of going into a proper studio, right? Yeah. Well, that's cool, though. I enjoyed that one a lot. Now, are all your songs co-written, or does Jacob come to the rehearsal and say, "Hey, I got this one," or Ben, you do the same? Or I just didn't know if it was like a McCartney-Lennon situation. No matter what you write, your names are on it. So, how's it work?
Yeah. So we do, no matter what we write, we put both our names on it.
Cool.
As co-writers. We do, I think most of the process these days individually, it's changed. So
Okay.
in the early days, like Jacob said, we were we were putting music to songs that a friend wrote.
Yeah,
So
you were
poetry
saying. Mhm.
wrote. We hadn't done it before. We were scared, you know. it's a big thing. So that
Yeah.
that helped us progress. And then as we started getting into it, we started to learn what we liked and kind of finding our own voice, and we started writing. So it was more of a jam kind of a writing process at first, where there was a lot of just sitting around, having a couple of drinks and jamming out, seeing what we could come up with.
Mm-hmm.
That moved more into we, I guess, come up with our ideas individually, bring them in whatever state they might be to each other, even if it's like a verse and a chorus and we got stuck there and we need to keep going on ideas,
right,
or
right.
sometimes it's a full song. But so far what we've done is every song gets both our names, and whoever wrote the lyrics, whoever's primary on the lyrics is the one that sings the song.
Yeah.
There you go. And that was leading to my next question. Who determines who sings lead? So
Yeah, that's just kind of how we've defaulted. It's just like, yeah, this is your song, so you sing it, and
right,
I'll
right.
figure out harmony. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great way that you're doing it. Like I said, that you're doing the McCartney-Lennon treatment like that, because I mean, who knows where this is going to go today, because the music industry is turned on its head. So you've essentially, if something would become of it, and I look at it the same way, then you got a legacy that you can, pass down to children or whatever the case may be. I don't know if you guys are into kids or anything at this point in time, but yeah.
I'm
So
actually expecting my first in February.
no,
Yeah.
now not the first for your parents.
They'll be grandparents for the first time. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the first one to kick it off.
Typical.
Yeah.
I was the first one to ride a bike too, so
I don't remember
oh
that.
my God. You make me give me the chills. I remember when I found out I was going to be a grandfather 4 years ago.
Nice.
I was like going on 5. Felix is going to be 5 soon. So there you go.
nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. There you go. No pressure, eh? Yeah.
No.
No pressure on me. I'm just going to show up, get some candy, and riled up, and leave, probably.
But you're also
that's cool.
the babysitter being right next door. So
that's true.
You don't want to be.
There you go. Uncle Ben can come in there and take care of business. Attaboy. Yeah. So you guys have a lot on going in your personal lives, obviously. I suppose touring isn't something you've gotten around to, is it? Like, I mean, I know Smith Falls is Owen Sound. You guys got a lot of places to play within an hour or even of where you are. Have you guys ever thought about the next step, taking it farther afield?
Yeah, that's kind of like what we're hoping to do coming up. This summer, though, we did like our first kind of like mini tour, I guess. Like we kind of did like this DIY tour idea where we called it the cafe tour. We played a bunch of daytime sets at cafes all around, from like Ottawa to Petawawa and Toronto and Brockville. And so, yeah, we didn't like go overnight gig to gig. Everything was kind of drivable. So, but we did 10 or 11 shows in August.
Yeah.
So
cool.
almost every Friday, Saturday, Sunday in August.
Yeah, exactly.
While holding down day jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sure things will, you're going to have to stick close to home for the next short little while anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things we wanted out of the Folk Music Ontario conference this year actually was to learn as much as we could and make sure we are able to build a clearer strategy, I think, for next year. So touring is something that we're talking about. We're getting started with festival applications. So the next little while, we've been kind of quiet on the shows and the gigging front because we're going to be working on mapping out our 2026.
Good for you.
And growing things.
You guys sound like you got your heads together.
Try.
And everything looks like it's pointed to success, in my opinion, anyways. Yeah,
Thanks,
exactly. Keep going, whatever you're doing, because great story. Please tell the folks where they can find more about the family name and where you're at the socials and your music and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, familynamemusic.com is the go-to with all the links. So if that's the one thing you want to remember. All our social media, we go by Family Name Music. That's our handle on all platforms.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. They'll
Our
find you
music's
like
on all
that.
streaming, Spotify.
Yes. All that fun stuff, eh?
Yeah.
And just a warning, folks, if you Google them, the family name, and don't put band and or music at the end, you will get all kinds of weird stuff that has nothing to do with these guys.
We got to work on our SEO,
Yeah.
search engine optimization.
Well,
Next up.
I've had a couple of people. I've had people who have the same names as some sports figure from some European country and stuff like
Oh,
that.
no.
I'm going. Hey, by the way, did you know? He goes, yeah, I know. I get confused for that guy all the time. Yeah, exactly. I had a friend of mine actually. He's from here, but he's down in the Muskokas there, and he does a Bowie tribute show, and
Nice.
he had to trade he had to change his stage name because his regular name was used by another guy, and it was messing up all his
Oh,
songwriting
no.
records. Yeah, it was
Oh,
great fun. That's
wonderful.
outstanding, guys. Now, the only thing I'll say is, what's going on with the mustaches here? I saw something a little more better than that back.
Oh, yeah. So we first bonded, Brian, as I'm
Yes,
sure you remember, over the mustaches at the conference.
that's right. Yeah,
I was very curious about the product that you use to get your excellent mustache styling,
there
because
you
my
go.
mustache was pretty long at that point, and I was
Yeah,
needing something to keep it a little more orderly. And I got to say, I didn't get around to getting the product quickly
okay.
enough. It was getting messy on me. I was really busy, and I just got fed up and took it off. But
You start over again.
I'm starting over again. It's coming back.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Yeah, Pinode, Clubman. That's the stuff.
I've got it written down in my
There you
notepad on
go.
my
It's a
phone.
little tube silver, about $8, $9.
I'll place the order now.
Yeah,
It'll be here
keep
before
it.
the mustache is long enough, and I'll be good to go.
I love it. That's outstanding. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on the program. I had a great time talking to you guys in Folk Canada. It was great. And again, there's so many people you want to hang around with, and huff, when you got over 1,000 delegates there, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But thank you so much for connecting with me. It's an honor and a pleasure, and I wish you guys the very best.
Really
Excellent.
appreciate it,
Yeah.
Brian. Hope we cross paths on stage sometime soon.
I hope so too. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you again for coming along.
See you later, Brian.
Bye-bye.